Hey bitches, and welcome back to another Dimash reaction. Listen guys, I have been getting those copyrights left and right when I react to him, and I decided to do another fashion review of Dimash so that I don't have to deal with that because I'm kind of tired. Not because of him, I really want to listen to him, but it's just like it's tiring to have to re-edit video 20 times and still not get anything out of it. Luckily you guys have watched both videos about him last 2 times, and I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you very much for sticking with me and for going through that struggle. Because it really was a struggle. I really appreciate that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching those videos. Thank you. Today, this is probably the last fashion review of Dimash, that's gonna happen in a while, because I simply can't find any more looks that are that interesting, and most of these are not even fashion related that much, but they are fun to me. There's something that I want to comment about regarding them, so let's go. Before we do it, just subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm the only person that actually reviews Dimash's fashion. Who knew that? Because somebody told me that, so I'll just take their word. Here we go. This is the first look, and it doesn't really have anything there that I can comment much on it, but I just wanted to say that it really screams to me Dimash because of the cloak and because of the red inner part. The reason why it screams him is just that he's bigger than life when he performs, and I can totally see him in this performing some song that's very dramatic, very epic, something that's constructed just to wow the public. Just to be, oh my god, and he would flail that cape around that robe. He would just be bigger than life, and I love that about him, and I think that this is like a perfect robe to accompany that. It looks, I'm not sure what the material is. I would love if it was silk. I actually really like lame. Lame is really cute, it's very disco, it's very shiny, it's superb. But for this coat, I would wish if it was satin or silk. I don't know, it just feels like it would work well on stage. And I don't know, I just like the material the most probably. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. He looks like a magician almost, like I really like it. Now we have this one, which I think when I found that it said that it's the love of a tired swan, something like that from that music video. And I just wanted to say that, again, this is maybe like the second time that I see him with wings, and he looks freaking sick. I love how the makeup has been done. I love the torn clothes. I just love the entire aesthetic of this. This is not fashion, by the way. I mean, I would not be surprised if somebody put this on the runway. There have been numerous other crazy things, and this would not be even that crazy. But I think it looks really good. It really does. Maybe the wings are a bit torn, but again, it could be for the purpose of the video, I don't know. And the entire outfit, and I can kind of see like the bruises or the dirt on his skin. It just looks really well done. I wonder what the music video is like, but I'm not gonna react to it because I'm gonna get a copyright, at least not yet. I will probably get to it like sometimes later, and maybe some live performance that I can more easily manipulate and put it on YouTube. So yeah, but I think he looks really cool. He looks almost hot, I'm gonna say that. And there is one picture where I think he looks really hot, and I just wanted to show it for you. Maybe you'll disagree, you will let me know. But he looks pretty cool here. Just sometimes minimal makeup, like that white stuff there, and this here across it just very minimal but very good. I would maybe change the hair only because I feel like it should be either shorter or a bit more, not savage, like just a bit more messy. Because the clothes is messy as well, and the hair almost looks like he has a hairband and like it's all sleek and gelled up. So maybe switch that up so the entire mood can be kind of cohesive. Okay, we have 2 more looks, and then we get 3 images of him that I kind of find funny or interesting, or I just want to comment on basically. This here is maybe the first time that I'm not gonna be like wowed by him. I don't think it's a good look, and that, it's inevitable to happen, and I wanted to include it for a reason. Because, and this is a positive note about this look, he's so tall and so thin that this jacket doesn't even make him that poofy. Like, it doesn't distort his silhouette that much. It actually looks pretty normal on him, which means that he can get away with wearing almost anything at this point. Long jacket, not long, just a regular jacket that we've seen on him, like a blazer or something. It just looks good. puffy jackets, even this one where he layered like probably 3 or 4 types of clothing on top, it just doesn't make him that wide, and he still looks tall. But what it does do is making his legs look shorter. So he needed to have either open up that coat more, have nothing under the leather jacket, just that jacket, nothing else under it except a shirt. But the pants need to be seen fully, and they need to go down below the ankles. They just need to be prolonged, and that shoe is something that I just can't forgive. I just can't forgive that. I don't know. I have a thing for these kind of shoes and flats in general. I just don't like them, especially on like a red carpet type of thing, because this is obviously gathering for celebs, or at least for him it was. I just don't think that it's a good look. It can fit. I'm not saying it can't, and they are good things like that. Just not this one. I don't think that it even goes with the leather jacket. I just think everything is a bit more discombobulated and a bit just not organized and a bit messy. I keep saying a bit a lot, but that's what it is. It just feels a bit, it's a weird combination of a leather jacket and those pants and those shoes. It just doesn't go together, and I don't think it's the best look for him. But again, it somehow doesn't make him look bad because of his proportions. And then we can really talk about the beauty industry and how for ages now skinniness has become the standard of beauty. Sometimes in the earlier centuries, being a bit bigger and fuller has been a sign of beauty, especially for women, or it was a sign of wealth. But for the most part, it is a sign. It's just, if you're skinnier, you're probably gonna look better in clothes, whatever that is, even though that's kind of subjective. But certain silhouettes work better, and he can pull off any silhouette. I just know that. So I would love to see different silhouettes on him, except the ones that are a suit, because this one works on him. How? I don't know. I mean, I know, but like, why? Like, why does it work? But yeah, I just think it could be better. But here we go, the next one, my favorite one. It said it was for the Elle magazine. I mean, it literally looks, I mean, it's literally written right there. And I think he looks pretty damn good. Like, this is pretty good. I can't even see the full look, but what I can see, and just this image, I think it's just shot well. It's captured beautifully, and he just looks pretty damn sick. Like, this is great. Love the structure of that blazer. It just looks super firm, super sturdy. It gives him a nice shape. It kind of broadens him up a bit, but just enough so that he looks thicker rather than just, I don't know. He looks stronger is what I mean. And I can't even see him from the front, but I just know that that's the case. And he looks so good. I really like this. I think the hair also is a great choice for this picture from the shot from the profile. It just looks good. I can kind of see, I'm not sure if that is something around his neck that goes all the way to his belly button, or if it's another shirt. It's very short. I tend to believe that it's probably some other material, kind of like a shawl or something else that is attached around his neck and that just drapes to his belly button almost. And I think that that's good. Layering is very important. I mean, it can be very good. It can be executed badly like in the last image, but here everything just seems to be great. The lining of this jacket, everything is good, and the pattern really suits him. Now we come to the 3 other looks I think I found on his Instagram, because I couldn't find anything else related to fashion that I wanted to comment on except the suits, which I don't care for. So here's one picture of him, and I'm not gonna even talk about the fashion aspect because it's not really relevant to this image. I just wanted to say that this reminds me of high school. And I did not even like the high school. I mean, rarely do we do. It just reminded me of those images when you're like, hey, like we're doing something, oh, let's just take a picture together. And then you just stand there and they take a picture and you put that on Facebook. Like in my 10 years ago or something, it was all about Facebook. Today it's more Instagram or something else. I don't even know what people do today, where they post it. But it just reminded me of that, and I think it looks really sweet. I think them two, whoever they are, maybe it's a sister or a friend, it doesn't really matter. They just look really good together, and it reminded me of that time, so I just wanted to include it. Now here comes this image where I think he looks pretty damn sick. He looks slick, he looks cool, he looks kind of like Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say that. Just this blue suit, the stands, the hat, it just gives me Michael Jackson image. I love that there's nothing under this blazer. That it's just, well, from what we can see, maybe there is like an undershirt, or as they call it, a wife beater. That's an awful name. Maybe there is that, but from what I can see, he's naked, and I think that's really hot. The only thing that can be done is to just iron those pants. Just make them look a bit better, because it kind of cheapens the whole look. But he looks pretty damn cool. I just like it. I think this looks pretty good. He looks... Ugh. I love that even necklace around his neck. And then he's just... It's almost like a power stance is what it is. I love it. I think yeah, this is good. And then last but not least, I think I found this image, well, on Instagram, but I think he said that this is probably where they're some kind of religious gathering. I'm not sure, you tell me what this is for, because he is Muslim, and I think he was saying something to that regard. Disregarding the clothing though, I think that this is the most buff that I saw him look, and I just wanted to include it for you because I think he looks really damn hot. Like, he looks pretty good, the armor looks strong, he just looks thicker, he looks more buff, as I said, he looks stronger. Not that there was anything wrong with the other ones where he looks thinner, because he still looks great, but I wanted to include another aspect of him that I haven't seen, basically, that's what I mean. And I think he looks damn good. This haircut always looks good on him, the hairstyle, let's say. He just looks pretty cool. The chin is kind of chiseled almost, like he looks spectacular. Look at him. That's a great physique. And that concludes this video. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, you're asking me about this? This is actually a chicken costume, honey. This is a chicken costume that I didn't even know it was a chicken costume until I bought it. I just saw this fake fur. I was like, maybe I can turn it into something. And basically I bought it. It's not very pretty. I think the pink color does suit me. Like when you see me in real life, I don't wear it though ever, but I think it could suit me. I just bought it because it might be cold, so that's why I have it. Literally for no other reason. But now I'm thinking, I washed it and then I like what do you call it, comb it and comb it and comb it until it got this kind of like a more fluffier, more smooth texture, and I think it looks pretty good now. If I keep doing that, it's gonna be good. And I think I'm gonna probably cut it somewhere around my waist where the zipper ends, because it's right here, and then I can turn it into a coat. But I'm gonna see, and then of course add something around the neck, cover up this ugly ass hand. I'm lazy, I probably won't do it, but if I do, I'm gonna do that. That's my plan. It's you know, I just want to be comfortable and warm because I hate the cold, and that's it. So thank you guys for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this, and please suggest me other things that you want me to react to from him and everybody else that you want me to see. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Okay, bye.